Hey guys, Jen Gibbs here, reporting after 17 days on V-Slim, and I'm feeling pretty good. I don't know how much you can see. I don't have like a full body shot or anything, but since Sunday, I am down 2.5 pounds again, and so that's awesome because every day, you kind of, especially if you've been in diet mode for a while, you kind of like evaluate your food and things that you've done, and you like either beat yourself up or congratulate yourself, depending on how you feel you did, right, with your food that day. It's kind of like the cycle that we all go through, right? If you're trying to really just improve that number on the scale. And so I kind of was still in the habit of doing this. I need to just really relax and just let V-Slim do its thing, because it is, even when I give myself a bad grade for the day or whatever. But I started thinking about this weekend. I'm kind of like, well, let me just make an exception for the weekend, because I did make those cookies I told you guys about, and also we got invited over to dinner at a friend's house, and so we really didn't have control over what they did. It was a big turkey with their like special cultural gravy, these friends from out of the country, and they really wanted us to try their flavors and whatever, and so I'm like, you know what, I'll have decent portion control, but we did have like dessert and whatever. Anyway, typical, you're going to a friend's for dinner, so I didn't have control over what that meal was gonna be. I did have control over my portions, but I told you I'm not gonna, set myself up for any strict rules or that kind of thing. So I'm like, well, that's okay. Monday will come, I'll get back on track. Monday came, and I had a business lunch. I'm a real estate agent, so we have tons of lunch out. Either I'm taking people to lunch to build good relationships and generate referral business, or oftentimes people take me out because there's something synergistic that we could do together as a relationship. And so Monday I had someone that took us out, and we went to P.F. Chang's Chinese restaurant. Gourmet delicious, awesome. And I got the stuff I normally get, and which is, I just kind of slipped into my habit, and I love their, I probably I shouldn't name names of foods because I don't want to set you guys on the wrong path, but just so you know, the reality is I got the fried green beans and the little dip, and after I had a few, I'm like, oh shoot, these are super fried. I've been eating really lighter just because that's what I was in the mood for with the V-Slim, mellowing out my blood sugars and everything and reducing those cravings. But I just slipped back into habit, right? My brain's in that loop. Like when we go up to P.F. Chang's and we get the fried green beans, and then my favorite dish there, they have like fried shrimp with like it's almost frosting they put on it and walnuts. It's like dessert really. If you save it to the end of the meal, it can be your dessert. But it's like fried shrimp, right? And I did, without even thinking, my default is like eat those fried things. I'm like, dang, I didn't realize I was really in the habit of doing that all the time. But it's kind of like when you eat out, you kind of go into feast mode, like celebrate, like, oh, this is special because we're out. Well, if you eat out every day of the week, then that can get you in trouble. So I started to kind of have my eyes opened on, maybe why some of this weight crept on. Maybe it wasn't all, the 40-something hormones or whatever, estrogen messing with me. Maybe I was like making worse food choices than I thought I was before. And now that I'm just used to eating a little bit lighter because that's all I feel like, I stepped back into what I was doing before I started doing the V-Slim stuff, and I'm like, wow, these are really heavy, greasy, fried habits, and I didn't realize I was making so many of those kinds of choices. So I do like the insight that I've gotten. So anyway, I was like, hey, so I had a light dinner. I really wasn't that hungry because it was such a heavy lunch around 2, and I think I opted for just a light protein shake or something for dinner because I still wasn't hungry by the time I went to bed. So, and I remember when I've done programs like Weight Watchers, I was just like, is it bedtime yet? I really just, I want to get to bed so I can stop thinking about being hungry, and then I will have had success another day. And I was like fighting with myself and like doing that white knuckle diet thing, and it's like, okay, just make it through the evening. Don't snack, don't eat anything. I know I'm still hungry, but I'm not gonna do it. And I would go to bed early just because I didn't want to be awake and be hungry. And what I'm experiencing now is so polar opposite. I'm just like, I'm not really hungry, so I'll do a couple things, and then I'll just settle into a good evening routine. And it's not that battle, which I love. So anyway, the weekend was kind of like harsh. The Monday was harsh. The Tuesday, we had a grand opening for my brokerage has a brand new building, and so they had the open house, and they had caterers everywhere and desserts, and literally, you guys, so I have the very first office right inside this brand new gorgeous building, and so there was treats and ice sculptures and food everywhere, and they set the gourmet brownie table literally right outside my door. Like you could stay in my office with one foot, put one foot out, and then grab as many brownies as you want. And so that is not a great position to be in, but you know what? That whole day I was just like, I had a brownie because it was there, and again, my habit is like, grab the treat, right? Especially if it's like a good gourmet one, and so, but I was like, you know what? In the past, I would have like grabbed 5, and I would have like kept munching, and, and I just, over the course of the day, right? but I just, the drive for like the sugary stuff wasn't there. But they did have great artichoke dip and, you know, barbecue sandwiches and whatever. I mean, that was what they provided for lunch, and so that's what I had. I try to watch my portions again, but you know, when you eat like a sandwich on a white flour bun, it doesn't sustain you very long, right? Like I try to really make whole grain choices, and when they're not available, you do get hungry faster. So anyway, Tuesday, I'm like, well, shoot, you know, that's okay. Well, we'll start again tomorrow. Who's ever said that on a diet, right? And it's not a diet, but I'm just like, well, I want to give V-Slim a really good chance to work because I want to like eat normal instead of like party and feast every day, right? Like that's the problem in our society is it feels like we have too many feasts, right? Every day is a feast and it's great to celebrate, but it's hard on your body. So anyway, so then Wednesday, which was yesterday, I had a continuing education class. And they brought in lunch, and it was, you know, the Costco, the croissants with the special mayo and whatever, and chips and the rest of the brownies and cookies from the open house. And I'm like, what the heck, people? Like, can I just have a healthy day? Can I just like eat a salad or something? And I know I could pack my lunch, but you know what? Let's see what happens when you eat like what life throws at you, you know. And I could be more vigilant, and now that I'm kind of aware that I'm just, you know, healthy natural choices don't just usually pop up in your path. You have to be kind of intentional about that, and you have to be kind of prepared. And I do carry, you know, protein bars, but thank goodness for the V-Slim to where I'm not just like ravenous and eating tons of the crap and bad choices, right? Like I'm just eating, you know, what I need. Like I need to eat something, I know. So I'll try to make the best choice, and you know, and maybe I take off, you know, half of the sandwich bun, and I don't eat the whole thing because it's white flour, and it's just like fat calories just sitting there waiting to go inside your body, right? Like you don't really need that, but you need something in your tummy. So I'm trying to make the best choices possible. But again, today I have another instance where I'm going to be in a group setting and lunch will be provided, and I'm like, man, it would be super hard to be getting ahead. And I can tell you, I would not be dropping 2.5 pounds since Sunday if I was not drinking the V-Slim, because this is the normal life that I led before, and the scale was going the other direction. So anyway, I have a lot of energy and passion. I guess it's a little frustrating to continue to have roadblocks like I just imagine what would V-Slim be doing if I was actually making really good choices and kind of like eating clean along with it, you know, because my workouts are consistent, they always are. And so anyway, something to think about. If you haven't tried V-Slim yet, I do encourage you to try it. I've just given some samples to several friends, and there's a link for you to get a sample. I really am interested in your experience and your feedback because it really seems to be effective. And I'm just at the 177.6 where I was this morning. 175, you guys, after 2 years, Mother's Day, it'll be 2 years since I joined Orange Theory, and I really had a consistent, you know, I have several things that I do. Orange Theory is one of them, but I've been working out consistently and dieting on and off, or trying to just be normal, healthy, clean eating, and the lowest I ever got from 185 was my highest down to 175, and I'm sitting at 177.6 now. For 2 years I've been trying to do this, and I could not make it budge below 175, and now in less than 3 weeks we're just shooting down the scale, and it's not even that hard. It's pretty effortless, really. So anyway, if you don't have yours, try it. If you want to keep following me on my journey, please do. Add a like, subscribe if you like. There's going to be tons of great content coming at you, you know, as we move forward. But anyway, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you checking out my journey, and hopefully it's helpful. Hopefully I'm giving you some ideas and perspectives that are helpful. And so please let me know in the comments if it is. So anyway, for now, this is Jen Gibbs signing off, and have a great day. See ya.